Today, I just want to give you an update because we've been gone for a little while. I had a Thanksgiving break with family, but we're back in the trenches and we're not wasting any more time. So, I got to tell you where we are right now. We've been in the build phase for OpenServ, and I can talk a little bit about that, but you already know what's happening. OpenServ is where you can build, launch, and run on chain AI apps easily, quickly, succinctly. And the reason I'm doing this stream alone is because the entire team currently is descending upon Morocco for an in person incubation strategy boot camp, I guess you could call it, for us to finalize the third stage of our build, launch, and run. And so I want to give you a story behind what's happening and where we are. So there's a story behind every fortune, too, right? Every personal success. And no one says it out loud, but everybody knows it. The gap between you and the billionaires and trillionaires has never been intelligence, right? I think that access to money and opportunity are completely different based on where you live, where you're from. I mean, I'm from the United States. For goodness sakes, you already know the disparity between the people on the top and the bottom. For decades, the only people who had access to real leverage, the kind that bends time, multiplies output, and compounds attention, were billionaires. They were not working harder. You know that. And Bitcoin was born out of the Occupy Wall Street movement, out of the traditional finance attack on the everyday person who's trying to make it. The people who are winning are not smarter than you. They're not better than you. They simply were amplified, and they had teams that made their ideas unavoidable, inescapable, even mind controlling and brainwashing the masses. You know all this because you're obviously ahead of the curve. You're on OpenServe stream right now. And today, I just want you to know that that gap has closed. It's your turn. And you already know AI has given us the first time in history that any human, anywhere, can wake up with the same leverage that used to belong only to the ultra rich. Well, it's your turn. That's exactly why we are now in the run era of build, launch, and run. So up until now, crypto has been stuck in the same trap. I think you can tell by the market. I don't need to teach you. You know, anyone can launch a token. But you could count on one hand how many successful projects have come out of launch pads. And that's why Serve Launch has come, because we actually want every single token that is launched from our tokenization platform to be a real product. No one can run a project or a product today without AI. I said it 6 months ago that basically every single application and product that does not have AI enabled in some way online will feel like Windows 95 by the end of 2026. It's December 2025 and you're running out of time. The time is now for you to hop on board to serve. The difference between a failed project and a legendary one is not just the launch, is what happens after. So running is the hard part. Anybody can launch a token, but running is where the founders burn out. We've been talking to founders at these accelerators. We've been meeting people in person in Argentina, in Berlin, and also in Singapore. We've been meeting founders relentlessly telling us the same thing. 99% of them are scared their project will quietly die, not because their idea is bad. All the ideas are good, but because they're forced to be 10 people at once. So that era is ending now, okay? We are finally entering an era where you can build anything, right? A builder becomes a commander, a single mind directing an entire machine. And the run part of build, launch, run for OpenServe is amplification, where you stay in control. The AI does the grind. The AI can produce the output that you want while you're sleeping. So you can define your vision, you can vibe code your vision, but the AI should be doing all the work. This is only possible because OpenServe has true agents and true agentic infrastructure. So first came build, as you can see here. You know, we've been on this for over a year and a half. We've established this era and this infrastructure where anyone can create software, agents, workflows connected to Telegram, on chain with X402 and ERC 804 integrations, and apps from just a sentence, a one-shot input to a prompt to an agent, and build made creation effortless for many builders and founders. And you'll already see the amazing outcome of this from the accelerators that have already come through. Of course, I want to give a shout out to Whisper and Model and all the successful accelerator projects. But what's happening with this launch pad, that people would call it, Serve Launch, is different. Serve Launch, after we established Build, obviously our platform V1.0 came out. The launch was the ignition moment. So what you're seeing now is where ideas are becoming tokens. Why can't your idea, your workflow, your agent become something that you can tokenize? Well, it already is. And the tokens become on-chain businesses powered by real liquidity. And you've already seen what Serve Launch has done. We've captured some really incredible potential clients and partners because of this. And I can't wait to share them all with you. And I'll share with you, we already put up a beautiful example of what's coming next. I just love, you got to love this meme, right, Mr. Clean? But we've already given a screen share and a tease for what the launch will look like. And you should be on here. Your project should be on here. But Run is coming next and coming now. Run is the chapter where those creations wake up, where these projects don't have to depend on founder energy or momentum like constantly. I mean, being a founder is incredibly different. I wish Tim were here to tell you himself. I wish Lucas was here to tell you how many sleepless nights they've had. And they have a successful business. OpenServ is doing really well, and it's not easy for anybody. So when will you have a team that never tires and never sleeps, a system that never stalls, a flywheel that never stops, like the billionaires have already had for years? Well, the time is now. So this is where your AI CTO builds. Run will be where your AI CMO promotes. Better than me, hopefully, for you. And your AI CCO will manage your community, and you'll get a CFO to help you with your tokenomics. And you'll have an entire staff that handles everything from content and partnerships to analytics and sentiment, all reporting to one person, you. So build, launch, run. Everything you need to run an on-chain project is now in your hands. And I want to tell you a little bit about what we already teased in our token launch platform and also in our roadmap. And I want to break down what comes with Run for you because it unfolds in three advancing forces. Number one is the AI co-founder. If you want to launch a company, you need a co-founder. Let's be honest. Okay. You can't do everything yourself. Are you going to do the accounting? You're going to do the finances? Well, who's going to do the marketing? Right. Everything for your brand, from your invoices to how you talk on X to LinkedIn, everything has to represent a core brand. You know this. So you need a co-founder, somebody that structures your vision and tells you when your ideas are bad, forms your narrative, and produces your material. So this is what we've built with our Run. So the AI co-founder, yeah, it's coming to your doorstep right now. And the second piece here is autopilot, specifically for your AI staff, marketing, community, partnerships, KOLs, growth loops, operational cadence. This is the end of burnout. You deserve to have a staff working for you. The technology is out there. The billionaires around the world have already been using this stuff and gatekeeping all of it. The only way you're going to be able to break it for yourself is by getting into Serve right now. The people who are earliest will reap the most benefits. Launch is happening now, this month. So this is the end of doing everything yourself. The third force is Scout, AI Scout. Yeah, this will be your discovery engine where new agent ideas, new workflows, new markets, new revenue paths, and obviously opportunities for you to make more cash will surface continuously, whether you're sleeping or not. So in build, launch, run, the run is really about replacing all of the things you wish you could do into actions that are already happening, raising you from a founder who is somebody who's struggling and talking and glorifying how tired you are to someone where you have a command and you have a command over your market share. So choose a niche, choose a problem you want to solve. Build, launch, run is here for you. So we are now entering our most important stretch for the company. And the launch beginning here in December is already lit the match, but the oxygen is you. What are you waiting for? Why are you letting all of these people get ahead of you? Why are you letting people and billionaires continue to stay above you? There's no way you're going to break out of it. They're not smarter than you, and I'm not smarter than you. I'm telling you that you finally have the keys, and the people who are getting in now are going to have it. So this is where the project starts spinning, the Serve flywheel. And as Ian once said, the Serve logo is a flywheel in it. Build, launch, run. In between there, you got build, launch, and now you'll have liquidity for your workflows with Serve launch. You'll have burn and buybacks automatically happening on chain with Serve's tokenomics. You'll have attention from our incredible partners and some exciting updates coming soon, and you'll be able to reinvest and repeat over and over and over again. So this is where prediction agents, everything we're doing with Open Arena, Open Arena has been a magical success for us. It's opened so many doors for us from Dome and Kalshi and Polymarket. The opportunities are so amazing. I can't wait to share more with you. And after we all end our offsite this week, you'll see a brand new vision coming alive every single day. But everything you've already seen starts feeding into a larger economy of autonomous products right before your eyes. But it needs you. The world does not reward hard work. You know that. The hardest working people are some of the poorest people in the world. Think about those migrant farmers in Nicaragua. Think about the janitors at your local high school. They work harder than most of the people you'll see on X, making millions, sometimes billions. The world rewards unreasonable output, and it should be easy. So, AI, actual agentic AI that you'll only find with Braid technology from OpenServ, gives you that unreasonable output. It gives you the ability to outproduce entire teams. Speed, narrative, the ability to make your idea unavoidable, sticking in people's minds. So, choose your niche. This is your moment. And this moment is rare. It's pressure. There's no more time to waste. Please, please, please join our Telegram for your own sake. Right now, you're watching the first platform where a solo founder can build and do whatever a venture funded studio would do with 40 different projects. Why can't you have a farm of 7 different startups that you've built, launched, and ran on OpenServ? You're watching the leverage gap close right now for the first time in history. This is the moment. This is why builders are showing up. This is why AI explorers are experimenting. And I've got to make new processes and standard operating operations for more people to actually get into the system, because we're getting an overflow of people that want to build on OpenServe and launch with us. This is why people are quietly positioning themselves for the next cycle. It's not a bear market for builders, never, because everyone can feel the same shift. The ones who learn to orchestrate AI and wield it and tell it what to do, not fake AI, not LLM wrappers talking to each other and pretending to prompt each other, but actual orchestrating agents that collaborate with one another and understand each other. This is the next wave of wealth creation. Again, not because they're smarter, not because they're early even, but because the machines now work for them. So if you've been waiting for your moment to get into an ecosystem, to launch a project, to actually have a project that has the motion that is going with reality, which is that you're not going to break out of this bear unless you get ahead of it, this is that moment. So build has been our foundation. Platform V 1.0, we're going to 1.1. Serve launch this month is the ignition. Shout out to Better and Ari. Shout out to Aimbot and Oasis. Did I say that too loud? Run is the takeover. And it starts with you deciding to step into leverage instead of labor. So, welcome to the ecosystem. Welcome to OpenServ. We're heading into 2.0. I hope everybody has a great holiday season. And please, please, please stay tuned, as we might do another live stream in person